What's up, guys? LassoXO back with another video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your week. This is just a little, update video to kind of give you a look inside of what I do outside of video games. I'm sorry if the lighting is a little bad. It's still kind of late in the afternoon, so there is a little bit of daylight plus my light from my lamp over in the left-hand corner. But with that being said, let's get into today's video by showing you guys sort of my radio collection and my hobby outside of radio. Okay, today what I have for you guys is the Motorola XPR 6550 Moto Turbo radio. This is I think it's a Tier 2 Motorola XPR 6550, so it can do the DMR. Sorry, let me move the camera a little bit, that way I've got a little bit better range of focus here so you guys can see what I'm dealing with. But this is a Tier 2 Motorola Moto Turbo radio. So let's power it on and let you guys take a look at what all it does. It was already powered on. Okay. I must have left it on from earlier. Alright, as you guys can see, don't mind me off camera here, I'm doing things kind of backwards. It is we do have a little bit of activity going on the Edgefield channel. In this particular radio, I do have, I don't know if you guys can see the screen. If you can't, I apologize. I need to get a camera with better focus. I have all the Aiken County fire towers that are in my general area, which are Aiken Tower, New Ellington Tower. Yeah, I need to move it back this way some. There we go. New Ellington Tower, C Tower, D Tower, which is Beach Island, E Tower, which is our fire department's fire tower, our talk around channel, which is GVW channel 2, there we go, move it up a little closer so you guys can see it, F Tower, Fireground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ADPS channel 1, ADPS channel 3, Edgefield County, and my talk around channel that is used for this particular radio. So that's what's all in this XPR. So let's get a test of the transmit and receive. As you can tell, it has a very, very extremely loud volume. Can I not get a picture of the volume scale? But this is a very, very good radio. It's water resistant. And I thoroughly enjoy it. As you can kind of tell, I have my subwoofer on, so there we go. I think that helped it out just a tad. next one on our list for this video of my radio collection is the Motorola HT 1250 LS Plus. This I picked up off of eBay for 179 bucks. It is capable of LTR, passport trunking, can support up to 128 channels, and I think this one does have voice storage. I'm not sure if this particular model does, but I do know the Motorola HT 1250 that I previously had did have voice storage enabled. So let's get into this radio so we can show you kind of how this one does work. As you know before, it has all my previous channels in the XPR 6550, A through E tower, C, D, E, our department's talk around channel, F tower, G tower, Fireground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ADPS, which does have a little bit of activity as we speak. 621 ADPS admin, which is their channel 3, and North Augusta Public Safety. This radio was actually done by a friend of mine who is a firefighter. He programmed it for me, and it is an exceptionally good radio. There's really not much to go through on the menu to these, because the menus are going to be a more in-depth video, and probably when I get a better camera. So, with that being said, test the transmit. As you can tell, my XPR was still on. Let's get into the next radio of my collection. Alright, you guys, we're back with the next radio in my collection, which is a Motorola HT 1250. This is the regular plain Jane HT 1250 that most of my departments around here use. So this is what you'll find a lot of them carry. It is capable of supporting 128 channels. It is MDC signaling capable for call alerts, radio inhibit, and a few other things. There's really not much to this one. It's got all the same channels as all my other radios have, so I'm not going to go through every single one of them. So you guys pretty much know how my radios are set up now. There's really not much to explain to this one. This is just your regular HT 1250. I bought this one off of a local firefighter who sold it to me for a really good price, and it was very, very interesting to get a hold of this radio because a lot of the departments have it. So you know, you kind of want to match up with everybody, but kind of have your own little swing of things. As you guys can see on the bottom here, the bottom section here, it has the reflective tape, and on the back of the radio it also has the reflective tape on the clip. So my radio is a little different than some, but probably not as, you know, obvious as some of the others. But with that being said, let's move on to the next thing on the list. Okay, the next radio on our list is a little older, it's a little bit older model radio. You don't see very many of these anymore. Is the Motorola HT 1000. And it's probably one of the older style radios that not very many people use anymore. This radio is VHF 136 to 174 megahertz. It's the 48 channel model. I'm unsure of the exact serial numbers or anything like that, but you know, it's a pretty good little radio. It does power on, and it has been tested for transmit and receive. As you guys can tell, it just did power on. Transmit works, and I don't have one to test the receive to show you guys. The other one is like completely dead. Not really much to explain to this radio either. But this is just another radio in the Motorola HT series that is really good. I recommend if you have a Motorola, you know, it's good for commercial equipment use and a few other things. But with that being said, guys, let's move on to my final piece of Motorola equipment that I do have. So we'll see you guys later. Alright, the last thing of Motorola that I have for portable equipment would be the Motorola Minitor 4 pager. This is set to trip on the department's tones that I'm on. So whenever it goes off, it is a 2-channel UHF. I can't remember the exact specs on it. I think it's like 450 to 453. Non-stored voice pager, which means you don't have the ability to store the previous call that you received. So you just got to go off of what your dispatcher says because it's non-stored voice. And I think that's all the Motorola portable equipment I have. So we'll catch you guys in the next one as soon as I find my other equipment. Alright, this will be the last piece of mobile equipment or equipment for this part of the video. If you guys want to see more, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. But what I have here is a Motorola CDM 1550 LS. I think it can hold 64 channels, UHF, 40 watt. This one, unfortunately, is a dead unit. I don't have any power on capability for it. Bought it off of a fellow firefighter, and I accidentally bricked it. So I'm looking at getting another one, so you'll get to see how in-depth this radio works when I get an actual working unit. But if you guys did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be helpful. Subscribe if you are new. And I hope you guys enjoyed all of my radio equipment tour. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Wait. Catch you guys later. Alright, the last thing I have for you guys for the radio collection for today is a portable that is called a Bofang Yaesu V5R Plus. This is a really good radio if you want something with dual band capability. It's dual band VHF 136, 174, VHF, UHF 400 to 520.999 megahertz. It is DTMF capable, so you can do DTMF tones with this. You can also knocked over. You can also do different things with this radio, like make it a repeater system or anything like that. But let's power it on.
Channel mode.
As you guys can hear, it does have a voice prompt. It is on Fireground 1, which is a transmit channel. As you guys can see, it does have the blue backlight, and it does change depending on, let me grab this other radio here. Depending on the color, excuse me, the color you have set for your backlight. That's like for this particular radio that I'm showing you guys today. Let's go up to VHF.
8, 9, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2.
As you guys can tell, it does have a verbal channel readout where it does tell you what channel that you're on. You can have the interchangeable color backlight. Right now I'm on MERS. This radio is capable of supporting 128 channels dual band. You do have CT/CSS capability, digital squelch capability. I mean, it's a pretty good radio. It also has, knocked it over again, holy crap. And as you can tell with the transmit, it has the red backlight, and it has AM/FM radio. Can't play the whole song due to copyright, but has a flashlight with a strobe mode. So that's good to have. Oh, wrong button. And it also has the alarm function if you get into a situation where you need to make some noise. But good little bug out radios. Good to have. You can pick them up for about 20 bucks on eBay. I picked 6 up for about 140. So it was a pretty good investment. So with that being said, this is Lasso XO finishing out my radio collection.
We'll catch you guys later.